I've also got on a sleeveless shirt, and one thing I've realized since moving to Zoom calls is that because you have smaller area to work with, if you do not wear sleeves, then it seems more naked than normal. So particularly for those of you who are blessed with long hair and that hair might be blocking some of your shirt, then it really is somewhat startling to look at. I also am just rocking the really bad look of having some dark bra straps and a very light shirt. So that's not going to work for us. So instead, I'm going to go with my favorite, which is a plain blue shirt with sleeves. Let's switch over to that instead. The nice thing about a video call is you really don't need to have as much of a wardrobe as you used to when you were working at an office maybe. So you can really take even, I mean, this is a nicer work shirt, but even if you just had a t-shirt. So let's give you an example here. This is a t-shirt. Literally, it's a free t-shirt that I was given for volunteering. And I could wear this shirt, and then if I wanted to dress it up a bit, make it look really nice on camera, I could just throw on an infinity scarf, and you got to fluff it out a little bit, but basically something that gives you a little bit of color. It's not too distracting of a pattern. This could be a really simple way to have something that looks really presentable, and all that matters is from the waist up what shows on screen. So those are some examples of what you might want to look at. What you want to pay a lot of attention to is contrast. So that's the other reason why the white shirt isn't as good. Most people don't have a accent wall behind them. Many people are doing a video call with a white wall behind them. So if you wear a white shirt on a white wall, then that might not look as good. It won't frame your face. For me, since I have a green backdrop, if I wore this green shirt that sort of blends in with the wall, you can see how that doesn't pop the way that the blue shirt does. See the difference? So I would recommend solid colors are great, but look for a solid color that's going to be in contrast with whatever is going to be your background. You really don't want to blend in with the background because then you're just sort of this floating head and it can be really strange to look at. The other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to have horizontal stripes. Vertical stripes are bad too, but horizontal stripes in particular are terrible. If you look at how that looks on screen, the horizontal stripes, they just don't show up right on the video, and they can actually look wavy to the people on the other side. So horizontal stripes, bad, 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 especially these big contrasting black and white stripes. What would work really well if you're looking for something other than a blouse would be a collared shirt. So collared shirt looks great on a lot of people. Here's some examples I pulled from my husband's closet. So this is a pretty simple shirt. It's not actually, a real dress shirt. It's from REI, but it's nice. The texture is good. It's basically a solid color, but just with a little bit of texture. So that would be a great shirt to wear. Likewise, here's a nice bold orange. It's got stripes. They're not as bad as the stripes that I showed you before, but still not ideal. I would ideally pick that green shirt instead. Now, maybe you are looking to interview at a job that is really casual. You're like, I don't know about the whole collared shirt thing. This isn't really that kind of job. Let's say you are you're applying for a job with a rafting company, for example. Well, you still want to think a little bit about what would be a good presentable look. And in that case, a t-shirt might be fine, but think about particularly the collar of the t-shirt. So again, I'm embarrassing my husband here. I stole from his closet. He's got this beautiful t-shirt. It's really comfy. He loves it, but you can see just how terrible that collar is. He looks like he's on that ad that's out right now that's saying how he looks comfortable. Instead, I would recommend if he was interviewing for a job with something very casual, he just picks one of his very plain but nice shape, just a plain shirt. Nice clean collar, not really wrinkled, and nothing that would be distracting. No big labels or things that could get really distracting. So there you go. Those are some quick tips. One more thing, if you're looking to accessorize, I mentioned the earrings. We've also got necklaces. So again, be aware of anything that sparkles. Things like this, they're beautiful. In fact, Risa, who you'll meet later, she gave me this beautiful necklace. But what I have found in my experience is that it is very distracting and it reflects light really well, and that can become a problem on a video call. So instead of something like this, I would recommend, this is actually made of plastic and it's a nice solid color, so that would be an easy alternative. Finally, whether it's jewelry or whether it's something like a watch, rings, anything nearby, like if you have your pen nearby and you know that you tend to be the kind of person who loves to click your pen, be aware of things that are going to be a distraction. So let's say I was wearing this as a bracelet. Not only could I have my own little one-man band here with this, but if I was trying to write at the same time, it would end up making this horrible sound on the table. So you really do have to pay attention to not just the look that you're putting forward, but the things that are right in your immediate vicinity that could become a distraction. Simpler is better. Just having something that's a pretty simple look and not too many things that could go wrong or that could become a distraction would be great.